morning, Janet. Okay, so some of y'all are going to look at this and go, what the crap is going on with her hair? Guess what? I have natural curly hair and I live in Texas. That is explanation enough for you, okay? So I am sitting down right here and I am looking at my screen with Amberlynn Reed on it, and she's talking about what she really eats. You believe her? Nah, I don't. I'm not going to believe her. I don't plan on believing her. So I'm just going to watch this, and we're going to get through this together, okay? That's how this works. Me and you, we get through this together. But I want to say one thing to you, because if you're younger in life, you may not know this, but the ones that do know, they know. My shirt says, some of y'all don't know what happened to Earl, and it shows. See, that's what it says. Just so you know, I had to bring that to your attention, because there's a lot of people that been asking me, what happened to Earl? Who are you talking about? You need to know what happened to Earl. If you don't know, you just ask me down in the comments. Go ahead and ask me. I'll tell you what happened to Earl. Alright, so we're going to see what Miss Amberlynn had to eat. Because she don't care what we really have to say, because it's money in her pocket when we watch it. So we're just going to go ahead and press play.
Hey guys, welcome to another What I Ate Today video. So before we get started, I have a few things I would like to say. One, every single thing that I eat is A, better, and B, less than what I ate to get to my heaviest at 572.4. Two, I am taking things that I learned when I did outpatient, and I'm also taking things that I'm learning from Noom, where I'm counting my calories. I'm taking everything and trying to put it all together and do what works best for me. So far, I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm not perfect. My meals are weird and random.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna break this down for you just a little bit. All right. My mouth, my business. I know everything there is to know. I've already told you, Noom can't tell me anything more than what I know. I know more than Noom does. So, yeah, I've already taken their classes and already just zoomed through them. Do y'all remember her telling us this? Yeah, well, just a couple of vlogs ago, she told us this. She joined Noom, and she had nothing to learn from it.
Like, my first meal isn't even a breakfast. Third thing is, I am counting every single calorie that I am eating in the Noom app. I will not be talking about calories though, because it is triggering for me. Not in the sense of like, oh, talking about calories is triggering, but it's triggering when I sit there and I count on my calories and then people tell me I'm wrong, even though I'm right. I learned how to read a nutrition label and everything about it at the age of 10.
Hey, Miss Amberlynn, if you learned at 10, then why are you having such a problem then? Huh? Why is this a problem for you now in this time? If you knew so much, and you knew so much more than what Zoom knew, and you knew so much since childhood, and you've known so much about nutrition because you know so much more than anybody else, why are we in this situation that your channel is a weight gain channel, not a weight loss channel? But you ain't got nothing to prove to me.
Not many 10-year-olds can do that. 10-year-olds should not be dieting. But regardless, my goal is to allow myself to eat in moderation. I'm allowed to eat what I want. I just have to stay in my calorie goal.
See, none of your daggone business what she puts in her mouth. None of your business. Leave her alone.
So I actually just ordered my first meal. Yes, my first meal will be from takeout. So let's get into it. All right, guys. So my first meal, I got Arby's. So this is the only thing that I literally ever get from there. I get the crinkle fries, literally my favorite fry, and then I get the French dip sandwich, which is just bread, roast beef, and I think provolone cheese. Dropped a piece.
You think provolone cheese? How do you get the same thing all the time and not know what you actually get? How is that possible? You don't even know what you're eating? Then why are you ordering it all the time? How can you track calories on something when you don't even know what you're eating? Yeah, and you know how to read nutrition labels. I see how good you are.
So with the French dip, you obviously get the dipping sauce. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is what it looks like. And then you just dip it. It's honestly so freaking good. So I think what would be fun is showing examples of what I'm choosing to eat now versus what I would have ate in the past.
Do you understand that this is a mukbang without you swallowing? Do you understand that this was what this is? That's the only thing it's missing, Amberlynn, is just you doing the chewing and swallowing. That's it. Because you're eating and you're talking and you're still doing and still pretty much being the E-D to the F-E-E-D-E-R-S. That's what you're doing. You're serving content up to them, and you know it.
In the past, I would have easily gotten 2 of the sandwiches and 2 of the fries.
And I don't believe that you didn't do it this time. I think you did.
Without a doubt. By the way, I did get a Diet Coke, but they did not give me a straw. That's okay. So I'm gonna have to drink it like this. In the past, yes, I would have gotten a Diet Coke, but I also would have gotten either a milkshake or some type of dessert.
And what's funny is even when you got it back then, you lied to us and said that this is all you got was something like this. So you would say, oh, I didn't get any dessert. I didn't get this. I didn't get that. So we're supposed to trust you this time, right? Because you didn't lie to us in the past at any time, did you, Emberlyn? You're being truthful now. We need to trust you now. Just like we should have trusted you back then. Okay.
This time, I did not. So when it comes to calories and quantity, I completely cut it in half compared to how I would eat it on a day I was off track. All right, you guys, it's time for the next meal.
No, no. Okay, let me tell you my fear. I'm going. Raise your hands up in the back. Every time I see a cutting board, I know what's coming up next. And somebody might have taught her nutrition, but they didn't teach her that whenever you have a cutting board and the thing you use on the cutting board, your fingers aren't supposed to be that close to that thing. Nobody taught her that. Everybody that she's lived with, everybody that she's had something to do with, nobody's taught her not to do this. Her fingertips are here, she does this. Like, right there. And I seize up. I cringe. I taught my kids safety when they were itty bitty teeny tiny things. Nobody taught her safety. If there's any parents out there watching this, or heck, even if you little bitty tater tot, you still know you don't do that. You still have to be aware of where your fingers are when you have something like that in your hand. Miss Amberlynn ain't aware of nothing.
I'm gonna be making some chicken sausages with some veggies. So first things first, I am going to cut everything. So I'm just gonna cut it in slices here.
Please, somebody tell me that they saw how close that got to her fingers. Please, somebody tell me that. Please tell me I'm not seeing stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna press play.
So I'm also going to have some Brussels sprouts, but I'm just gonna take some and cut off the edges and cut them a little smaller. So I'm just taking off the ends like this type of piece. And just make them a little smaller like that.
If I pause this every single time it gets close to her fingers and I start cringing, then we would never get through this video. We would never get through it. Because I'm sitting here talking to Amberlynn saying, please, curve your fingers. Just curve your fingers, please. Just curve them just a little bit. That's all I need. Just a little bit, you know. It don't take much. I'm talking to my computer here like I normally talk to Amberlynn. She just ain't listening.
I'm also going to be cutting up some broccoli and cauliflower. So just cutting off the stem because I don't like the texture. I like the taste. It's the texture I don't like. And then I'm also going to slice some mini peppers. Last but not least, some scallion, which some people call green onion. I cut the tips of both like that. I'm gonna keep them pretty big because I'm just gonna be cooking them with the rest of the veggies. I'm actually gonna have one more. All right, so I'm gonna spray some Pam.
True transparency. Y'all want to know what just happened there? Y'all want to know? Huh? You want to know? I shut my eyes and I let y'all watch that. I didn't watch that.
I'm just gonna add everything at once besides the green onion.
Yeah, I'll pause that really slow. Get down there in the comment section and gripe me out, okay? I don't care about that. But what I'm gonna say is, she always makes one pot wonders because it's easier on her and that's all she really knows how to make, just like her soups. It takes me back a few years.
For seasoning, garlic salt, black pepper, tapatio, and some minced garlic. So I'm just gonna let this cook a bit. So I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. Okay, you guys, so now I'm gonna add some corn and my green onion. Now I'm gonna let this all cook down and I'll see you guys when I'm done. All right, you guys, so it is complete.
All right, guys, I have no idea at this point what she's going to do. I don't know. She got a spoon, she got an elbow, she's got a mouth. Most likely it's going to be big, mouth open, most likely. So here lately she's been cutting out the chomping and she's been cutting out the swallowing. So y'all should be safe. You should be safe. That's all I'm going to say. It's up to you on how far y'all want to go in this video, but please watch at your own free will. Okay, guys? You know I adore you. That's why I'm just saying, please make your own decisions. Here lately, it's been halfway decent. Not too many sounds.
I also have some cottage cheese and a little bit of mustard on the side.
Quit. If y'all don't know, there was this whole trend going on. There's a girl that eats everything with mustard, and she likes to copy other people's aesthetics. And that's what she's doing. She thinks she has to have cottage cheese and mustard with absolutely everything because she cannot be original for nothing.
That's so good. I love a bunch of veggies just cooked together. I'm also drinking water, which this is my second water for the day. So right now I'm eating chicken sausage, veggies, and cottage cheese. What would I have if I wasn't on track? I already know. Cheesecake Factory. So what I would get from there would be...
Hey, you know how I always ask, how does she get all of her stuff to look one color? That's almost impossible. Look at her plate. Almost everything is like dull. It's not all brown. I guess we gotta be thankful for that, right? Yeah, I think we need to be thankful for that. It's not all brown. But it almost is.
Their artichoke crab dip, which comes with like these little hard bread things that you like dip in the crab dip. And then I would also get the fried macaroni and cheese. And then for my actual meal, I would get the fried Korean chicken, which comes with rice, a little bit of veggies. It's really good. And I know for sure for dessert, I would get Ben & Jerry. If you don't know what Ben & Jerry is, which I'm sure everyone does, it is like a pint of ice cream. Do keep in mind, I would order all of these things, but I wouldn't eat every single last bit of it.
All right, guys, so let me just tell you. Amber Lynn has said more than once, Amber Lynn has said more than once, if she wants to make money and she wants to, do the ching on her channel, she gonna do it mukbangs. And if she's ever short on any money, she's gonna do mukbangs. I think, personally, she's slowly inching her way into that era again. Because her views are going down and she's only getting residual money, only my opinion, she's only getting residual money off of her old videos because they're still pulling in money for her. She's not getting very many views off of the ones she has now. So it wouldn't surprise me none if we don't get into that territory sometime soon.
Even when I was off track, I'm the type of person who likes to have stuff of a lot of different things. I am very wasteful with food, and I know that's like a very, very, very bad habit and a habit that I feel guilty about. So I would have half of the fried macaroni and cheese. I would have half of the crab dip. I would have half of my actual meal, but I would eat the full Ben & Jerry for sure.
And she's lying to you 100% because if you remember what Destiny and them said, is she never left a meal uneaten. She would always finish her meals regardless. That's what Destiny and Beck said.
Choosing this and cooking this at home, which is literally just a ton of veggies and some protein, genuinely is such a drastic change. So I'm going to finish this.
Yeah, but the thing is, the protein's what's going to keep you full. And you have hardly no protein on your plate whatsoever at all. So we're supposed to think that that's what's going to fill you up. That's going to be a full meal for you after you just said how much it takes for you to eat and get full. That's going to be what fills you up. Hogwash.
There's actually a vlog clip I want to film because I want to talk about something. So I'm going to go do that. All right, it is time for my next meal. If I was off track right now, I'd be having like a ramen, some chips. I always need something sweet when I'm off track after I eat anything salty. And one candy bar isn't enough for me during those moments.
And you know what? I don't think anything you're showing us today is going to be enough for you, period. Because if you can stay on track all week long, then you just automatically go into, oh, crash, here we go, up. And all of our calories just start soaring right there at the end because you don't eat enough in the beginning of the time, like of the week or weekend or whatever it is, and your calories just keep taking off and taking off and taking off because you don't balance anything out, miss. I know all what a nutrition label is since I was 10 years old.
So I'd probably have like a Heath bar and a Snickers. But since I'm on track, I'm having a Diet Coke and an Amy's Pesto TV dinner. So it's just one of these. It's the pesto tortellinis. These are so freaking good. This is one of my favorite Amy's TV dinners, so highly, highly recommend.
So pausing and just, doing a... Their words are supposed to come out. Sometimes they get twisted, and I can't help it, okay? I call them my Texas Twister. All right, so if you think about what it takes to actually fill her up in one meal, look at what she's eating. Look at what she's showing you. Use your common sense and think, is this filling Amberlynn up? Honestly, think for yourself, is this filling her up? You may think so. And if you do, okay, that's your opinion.
All right, you guys, so I'm about to have a snack. So keep in mind that I do eat similar things, whether I'm off track or on track, but it's about the quantity. So when I'm off track, I order a lot of takeout. When I'm on track, I order less. When I'm off track, I eat a lot of sweets. And when I'm on track, I eat less. I have a massive sweet tooth. I learned in outpatient and through multiple dietitians I've had in my life.
Wait, are we still on the same diet plan if you only eat out 3 times a week? Are we still on that diet plan? But we can eat whatever we want any other time? What diet plan are we on? I'm seriously confused. I don't know what diet plan we're on. Are we even on a diet plan? Are we listening to Noom anymore? Are we going for the higher calorie count? Why do I question myself so much when I watch Amberlynn? I tell you.
I need to allow myself to still eat these things, because if I don't, I'm never going to succeed, because by telling myself, no, I can't have that, it makes me want it more. And when I want it more and I keep depriving, that is when I'll have 3 of these at once instead of just 1. So it's just a little Almond Joy. If you guys have never had one, it is coconut with almonds on the inside and chocolate on the outside.
See, I think Amberlynn, like when Amberlynn used to, eat those snack size ones where, you get 5 in a whole thing. Amberlynn used to eat a whole bunch of them all at once, and that's the only way she would be satisfied, is what we're going to say. But that's the only way she would, be okay for the night. So anytime I see her pick up any kind of candy like this, I automatically think back to then, and I'm like, how is this going to fulfill your sweet tooth for the evening? How is this going to work for you? Because I don't think it is.
So what I would be eating now instead of this would probably be like a massive bowl of Fruity Pebbles. All right, you guys, so I am done eating, but I want to do something I've never done before. As you guys saw, I mentioned everything that I ate today versus everything that I would eat on a day where I'm off track. Here is everything that I ate today.
I don't like this. I don't like this whatsoever at all. Because she's like, you got to give me credit for what I ate today. And you got to see that I didn't eat so bad today. Even if my calories were bad, you still got to give me credit. Even if I ate bad, you still have to give me credit. Yeah, I ate out. Yeah, I did this. Yeah, I did that. But you have to give me credit.
And now I'm going to pop up over here everything that I ate on a day where I am off track.
Is this in the same week? Or is this in a different week? Amberlynn, I tell you something, Janet, just hush.
So the reason why I chose to do this is because in my last Let's Talk, someone said, show us what you really eat. And I've been hearing this my whole YouTube career. Amberlynn, you're fat for a reason.
Yeah, I'm not going to use those words, but you lie. You have lied for years. I am now starting to go through your old videos and doing, little recaps of your older videos to show just how you were back then whenever you would say, oh, you know what? I failed today, but I'm going to get better tomorrow. I failed today, but things are going to change. I failed today. And you continue failing.
Why are you only doing these What I Ate Today videos when you're eating like a normal person. I just want to say I have in the past done off-track videos, but they do not make me feel good.
Yes, a lot of off-track videos. Plenty of off-track videos. She's not lying to you.
They make me feel horrific. I don't see the point in it. Doing on-track what I ate today videos, it's like a continuous reminder through the day of like, Amberlynn, stay on track. And it feels good. So filming off-track videos feels bad. Filming on-track videos feels good. So I'm not eating anything else for the rest of the night, but I also would have ate chips, salami, probably an ice cream bar. So that's why that is added on the off-track day.
But Amberlynn would also film videos to show what she got, the B-I-N-G-E monster. Whenever she got one of those, she would film videos showing, okay, I did so good today, but yeah, it's night time, and yeah, here's what I ate. So her saying, this is all I ate today, but this is what I would have eaten, doesn't really give you much hope to believe her right now. Or it doesn't give me much hope to believe her right now, but I cannot police what she puts in her mouth.
Is every single day like that on the off-track day? No. But there are a large quantity of days that do look like that. I want to be as transparent as possible.
She's learning all these big words and she don't know the definitions to them because she don't even know how to do that.
So I thought doing something like this would show transparency. Not only that, but it shows like really big improvement. I know people see me eat Arby's and they saw me eat candy today and they're probably like, girl, like how is that on track?
Exactly, and it is not on track, but you want to say, you know what, it's on track for me and it's on track for what kind of diet I'm on. Because I'm sitting here, if I'm confused and I'm sitting here going, what kind of diet is this? I mean, honestly, what kind of diet is this? What kind of diet are you on where you eat fast food and candy? No diet I've ever been on has allowed any fast food and any candy. None.
Showing what I ate today versus what I eat off track shows like, oh wow, she actually did make a really big adjustment to her day. So anyways, let's just get into food for thought.
I have a lot of thoughts about your food, but you know what? Like you said, it's none of my business.
If you had to improve one thing about today's food intake, what would it be? I look at my day and I don't see anything that I wanted to improve on. I feel like I did really good, but if I had to choose, I would have had Arby's for dinner and I would have woken up and had like a normal, good, decent breakfast.
This is why you will never succeed, Amberlynn. Because you do not see the wrong in anything you do. You see that you are 100% right, and no matter what you eat, no matter how you eat, no matter anything, you are always right. And when you're always right about something, you have no room for criticism, and you do not take criticism.
Was there a moment today that you were about to fall off track, but you stopped yourself? There were a couple where I was like, oh, I should just order again for the day. And I have those thoughts frequently, but I've gotten a lot better at saying no. And I was successful in that. I ordered my one takeout and that was that. Do you consider today a successful day for you? No one else, just you. Why or why not? I do. And I think me talking more about, okay, so this is an on-track day versus this was what I would do if it was an off-track day.
I think she doesn't want to film an off-track day because I think her off-track days are a lot worse than what she's saying. My opinion, only my opinion, and this is for entertainment purposes and only entertainment purposes, and I'm on YouTube for just for fun. So, yeah, that's why I'm sitting here doing this and looking like this and running my mouth. It's supposed to be for fun until you bring out Miss Amberlynn with the cutting board and I'm, yeah, okay, continue.
It made me realize that more and more. Because sometimes I can beat myself up thinking, oh my god, I had candy, or oh my god, I had Arby's. But like, girl, you need to stay in moderation lane because you'll fail if you don't.
You are failing now, Amberlynn. You're failing mentally, physically. Okay, Amberlynn. If you believe you are succeeding in some way or another, then continue in your positivity, I guess. I ain't saying nothing.
Again, I don't want to repeat myself, but there's a science behind it. It's like the more you say no, do not have something, the more you want it. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Bye, Amberlynn. Well, guys, like I told you, I don't know how or what to say to her anymore. Because she's going to be Amberlynn no matter what you do, no matter what you say. She's still going to be Amberlynn. She ain't going to change. And you'd be stupid to act like she is going to change. There's one thing you can expect out of Amberlynn, and that's for Amberlynn to be Amberlynn. That's about it. All right, guys. I'm gonna go back outside and mess with the horses. Cause yeah, they eat my hair like it's hay, okay? We're just not gonna say anything. That's why I usually keep it up in a bun, but I got hot, okay? I did. And you try to tell that big of an animal not to eat your hair. You try telling them that they don't care. They'll drag you around the daggum yard. No, yes, they come to my front door for treats, and we are not going to say anything about that either. But I hope y'all have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this. And remember to smile today, or make somebody else smile, because it really can make a difference. Yeah, and I'm always open to criticism, so if you have criticism, put them down there in the comment section, because you know what, everybody's allowed to have criticism of somebody, right? Put yourself on the internet, and people are going to tell you what they like and what they don't like, and I'm just one of those people. I'm like, hey, my comment's open to everybody. I don't care. Like I said, just for fun. Alright guys, y'all make sure you have a good one for me. Bye.